Funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
This time on Broad and High, we visit a renowned deconstructive artist who lives right here in Columbus.
I spend most of the time unorganizing things, so you're comfortable, you try to move with it.
We get inspired by a town that is creating memories and helping those in need. I'll whip up a quick and tasty treat, and we visit the only museum of its kind in the world. This and more right now on Broad and High. Welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. Roger Williams' passion for art was fueled by the New York art scene of the 1970s and 80s. When he moved back to Columbus, he continued to create richly colored works that he describes as unorganizing postmodern art. We visited him in his mind-blowing studio in Olde Towne East. Let's take a look.
I'm from Logan, Ohio, and I was kind of an orphan. My high school teacher went off on his own and put together a great big portfolio of my work and then sent it to Columbus College of Art and Design for a scholarship. Well, I started out with illustration, then I changed it to fine arts. I ended up with a fine arts degree. I went to New York and met some of the first deconstructivist artists at Julie Madritu. I worked for Andy Warhol. I could look out my studio back and see the front of his studio. He discovered pop art. This is designed mostly after Frank Gehry, architect, more than anything else. And I'm deconstructing postmodern art. What is postmodern art? What is deconstructive art? You take postmodern art and you list all the criterions, rules and regulations over here, and you come over here and you say, we're not going to do this, we're going to deconstruct all that criterion, and then you come out with something like this. Well, from Frank Gehry, unreasonable and random overlaps of subject matter. In other words, if you have a bicycle, just don't even think about it. Drop a silhouette of another bicycle right on top. Don't try to look for the meaning. The only reason I paint a subject is, do I like it? Do I want to paint that? If I ride bicycles and go on tours and things, well, I'm going to paint bicycles. It doesn't matter what I think it's going to sell or not. It matters whether I'm really interested in painting a thing. Then I got interested in spinners. These are spinners. All kinds of spinners. Then I became a collector of spinners. So then I've got spinners everywhere. That's pop art. Whatever event or object that comes along, go ahead and revere it, and then that's the art. I always liked black holes, but I wanted to bring them into a positive light. So I'm calling this a white hole. It's a pop art image, and it's a very difficult subject to paint, but then I pick out very difficult subjects to paint so that it maintains its interest. I got little hearts here, spinners. You can pretty much make up anything you want about a black hole and put it in there, and there's no way that anybody could prove it otherwise. And then this is a close-up of a black hole here. That's just a you crop out a certain part that you like, and then you just paint it. None of these are sprayed. They're all either rolled on or brushed on with automotive tape. Make a long story short, it's blocked out so it won't bleed, and then you got a very nice sharp line. white is not really painted on. It don't exist. What it is you paint the painting white and then you block it out with tape and then paint the painting over it. Then when you pull the tape off, the white comes up. That's basically the gesso. So then along comes cicadas. And they're buzzing all over the neighborhood. I said, I'm going to do a couple of them. I did the wings. Here added a grasshopper, but then I made up one. I don't want any one line to go the same direction or be spaced out evenly. So you get this scintillation of energy going like this. I did this for a neighbor of mine. This is Belladonna, the black cat. There's a cartoon and I altered this and changed it into my rendition of this cartoon character here. And then there's about 40 different other cats in here with spinners. Dark on light, light on dark, a lot of lines. I spend most of the time unorganizing things. So you're comfortable, you try to move with it, you know what I mean? It's not like postmodern art where you organize. I'm unorganizing postmodern art.
If you'd like to see more of Roger's work, give him a like on Facebook at Roger J. Williams 1. Next, we visit Sparks, Nevada, where the annual Griswold Challenge encourages members of the community to come together and create dazzling holiday light displays for everyone to enjoy.
The Griswold Challenge started as a part of the 39 North Pole Village. We created this challenge to bring the community together, both businesses and families, to have a little stake in the game of the North Pole Village. It's all based on the infamous Mr. Clark Griswold, who overly decorated his home, and we just wanted to pay homage to him in our 39 North Pole event. Unfortunately, the pandemic has stopped that. We just need to help do our part to keep the community safe. So this year, what we've had to do is take a step back from the North Pole Village and focus solely on the Griswold Challenge, allowing us to have a virtual event where people can enter their homes or their businesses for a donation of $20 or more if you would like, and that goes to the Community Food Pantry, which is local in Sparks.
The Community Food Pantry is here to serve those people who are having to make a decision between paying rent, buying medicine, putting shoes on their kids' feet, getting gas to get to work. We're here to help them fill that food gap that they are experiencing really, really hard right now.
We do pick and choose what events that we like to benefit the community, and we go wholeheartedly in.
Especially this time of the year. It's been a really hard year for many people, and the proceeds going towards helping the food pantry for Christmas is going to be an excellent cause.
Every dollar donated through the Griswold Challenge, through the entry fees, every dollar will buy 3 meals for someone in the line in the pantry. And that dollar is really stretching a long way.
your family, decorate your home together, creating those memories safely. Your businesses can have a team building exercise for the holidays. Instead of going out to maybe a party or something, you get together and you decorate your business.
What we noticed about the staff, they love to decorate just like we do. They have the same focus as us, and they want to win.
The prizes that we are offering is, first place is the Clark Griswold Award, and you can win $500 whether you're a business or a resident. Those are two different categories. The second place is the Cousin Eddie Award, and that is for $250. The creativity we get to see from the individual contestants is really cool. Obviously everybody's different and everybody brings something to the table. So seeing all the displays together really make it a unique experience, because you're going from one which might be beautiful and white and pretty, and then you're going to the next display which is quirky and fun and super charismatic and crazy. This year it's going to be cool because you can drive around to the residents and individual businesses and see that same effect, just on a much larger scale. So that's going to be fun to see how everybody's businesses do themes. Or not do themes, just gaudy it up with lights. I mean, that's what Clark Griswold did.
I'd say we're going to channel our inner Griswold by bringing out Mr. Griswold himself. We have a lot of lights up right now, and so this morning we bought another 2,000 lights. That's going to be going back up on the building behind us. So
I would say close to about 10,000 lights are going to go up.
I think a lot of people can relate to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because it was kind of one of the main holiday funny movies that existed actually ever. Clark Griswold really kind of helped create the fun side of the holidays and showcasing that you can be wild with your decorations and it's okay.
We're back with another installment of Kate's Quick Bites. Who doesn't like sweet, salty, and crunchy? If you also like quick and easy, this one's for you. And if you can keep from eating all of them yourself, they make a great gift for friends and family.
Can you use a bigger cutting board and a bigger knife? Like, how long are you going to show the nuts being chopped? 2 seconds.
On today's edition of Kate's Quick Bites, we're gonna make a sweet and salty treat from my childhood that's one of my favorite things. It's called Mystery Brickle, and that's pretty intriguing. You might be wondering, what is brickle and what makes it a mystery? This is basically a candy. It's kind of like a toffee, and the secret, the thing that makes it a mystery, the base is saltine crackers. So we're gonna make Mystery Brickle. For this recipe, you will need about 48 saltine crackers, enough to line a sheet pan. You'll need 2 sticks of unsalted butter, 1 cup of light brown sugar, about 12 to 18 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup of chopped nuts, pecans or walnuts, a little bit of flaky sea salt. To start, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, then take a large rimmed baking sheet and wrap it with tin foil. The reason you want it to be rimmed, you don't want to use one of those flat ones without edges, is because we're going to pour bubbly hot caramel on here and you don't want it to just run all over the place. Once your pan is prepped with foil and cooking spray, we're going to take all of our saltines and we're just going to line them up in an even layer, and that's going to be the base of the brickle. When you get to the edge of your pan and you can't fit a whole cracker there, I just sort of break each saltine in half and then just kind of line them up there to fill in those gaps. So you can use broken crackers for that, and then you're all ready to go. The next step for our mystery brickle is to make the delicious gooey caramel middle of the candy. So we've got a saucepan over medium heat. We're gonna add 2 sticks of butter, because hello, how else would it be delicious? And 1 cup of light brown sugar. So you're gonna bring the butter and sugar to a boil, and it'll get really bubbly and thick, and you want it to boil at that rate for about 3 minutes until it's really thick.
Boiling is already starting. I can feel the bubbles happening.
So the butter and the sugar have melted. It's come to a pretty rapid boil. Now I'm letting it boil for about 3 minutes. It's really bubbly, and you can see it kind of get foamy and thick. That's exactly what you want to happen. We're gonna take this magical bubbling goodness and pour it in an even layer over our crackers. And while it's still really hot, we're gonna spread it around.
just so it coats all the crackers pretty evenly. So our caramel mixture is evenly spread out. Now we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 5 minutes until the mixture boils again and the crackers kind of float. All right, we're gonna take the pan out of the oven because the crackers are floating, the mixture has boiled again. Now we're gonna add chocolate chips all over. Back in the oven for about a minute so the chocolate chips can soften and we can spread them around. All right, so they've come out of the oven, the chocolate chips have melted, you can see how soft they are. They're just gonna take a simple spread and they're gonna spread all over the crackers. This is gonna be your chocolatey topping. I like to use an offset spatula. It's really helpful for spreading stuff like this, but you could use a knife or any kind of spatula you have. All right, so we've got our smoothed out top. Now we're gonna add our toppings. So I'm gonna do them in thirds. So I'm gonna do 1/3 with nuts, 1/3 with salt, 1/3 with sprinkles, because I think that'd be kind of fun. And then you have different options to offer people. So I'm gonna add some chopped pecans on this section. I'm gonna do flaky sea salt right in the middle for the salty sweet section. And then just to get a little colorful and crazy, I'm gonna do sprinkles for the third section, because I think that's kind of fun. And now you've got a dessert basically 3 ways, which is handy. And there we're done with our toppings. And as much as you want to dig into it now, it's way too hot. So we're gonna let it cool completely, pop it in the fridge and let it sit in there for about an hour until it's firm and you can basically break them into pieces and then you get to eat them.
Find this and more recipes at wosu.org/Kate's Quick Bites. Our next story is about what might be considered the world's largest art form, although it's only been in galleries since the 1980s. It was also once considered vandalism, but has now become accepted and even desired. The Museum of Graffiti in Florida presents the graffiti art movement from the early days to the present day, while highlighting its evolution and impact.
My name is Alan Kett, and I'm the co-founder of the Museum of Graffiti.
Allison Frieden. I'm the co-founder of the Museum of Graffiti in Miami, Florida.
The Museum of Graffiti is the only museum of its kind in the world. We give context to the walls that you might see when you walk around this neighborhood. One of the most important exhibitions that we currently have on display is called Style Masters, the birth of the graffiti art movement. And that exhibition takes you from 1970, when this was an art form started by kids tagging their names on the streets of New York City and Philadelphia and Los Angeles, and shows how it evolved from simple print writing on walls and on trains to an art form that started to have style. And then we go into the emergence of these artists into the art galleries. How did that happen? Why did that happen? You get to see original works of art created in the 1980s, and we continue along this timeline to show the emergence of this art form in Miami. And we go through the 90s, 2000s now as it moves out of New York City, travels across the world. Here in America, goes onto freight trains and crisscrosses all over the country and introduces this youthful art form to audiences everywhere. What separates graffiti from any other art form is the desire for the mastery of letters, how to bend them and tweak them and enlarge them and make them your own. And so when some people talk about street art, and they ask, you know, what's the difference between street art and graffiti? Well, street art has to do more with imagery. Graffiti is about lettering.
So what we're looking at here is a site-specific mural by Deffer from Los Angeles. What we teach about every single day at the Museum of Graffiti is how looking at each one of these walls can give you context clues to where these artists are from. For instance, in this wall, you can see how Deffer incorporates inspiration of Los Angeles gang graffiti by taking something that society typically looks at as bitter or as violent. He makes it beautiful. And we like to compare this or contrast it to this wall by John One. And John One was a trained painter. He did huge pieces on the subways in New York City. And it's so important to see how two graffiti writers who are doing the same genre of art can have such a different take.
This is the world's largest art forum. It has practitioners all over the world. That fact that it's sort of expanding and going around the world and very open to anybody picking it up and adding something to it has started to change the perception of this being purely a vandals movement to an art form that is celebrated and accepted globally and desired globally.
Communities have woken up. And that's where we are today, which is that social norms and cultural norms have shifted just the way that they've done in other areas of low-level crimes. People are opening up and seeing the benefit to including this type of art form within our community.
My personal history, I'm from New York City. I started painting in Brooklyn, New York as a teenager in the 1980s. I painted exclusively, illegally, painted the trains, I painted the walls, and I've gotten arrested, and it didn't dissuade me from being a participant in this art movement. As a matter of fact, it made me sort of more entrenched, and the Museum of Graffiti today is sort of the project that I dreamed of, and I was able to convince artists that normally would not give their artwork to anybody to allow me to have it because they trusted me, they know me as a member of the community. This art form that has not been celebrated by museums in the past, we had to make our own museum.
If you're going to be in the area, you can plan your visit by going to museumofgraffiti.com. Well, that's our show. Remember, you can find all of our shows online at wosu.org, as well as on our YouTube channel. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching.
Well, I just gonna lay down, baby. Lay down in misery. Tore my heart into.
So I was standing around just kind of with a group of friends, and I've always loved cool socks. You know, it's kind of been my thing. So I was trying to explain to them, you know, you just got to kiss your socks. Like, keep it simple, stupid. And my friend Zach just kind of yells out of nowhere, no, you got to keep simple socks.
Michael came to me, I remember a specific night in April, we were hanging out, and he had told me the idea for it months ago when it was just kind of an idea that wasn't real, but he told me that he was really going to start it.
So yeah, we decided to do some research and really, you know, kind of dig into what, you know, designing and manufacturing and that type of thing would look like, e-commerce, and then we launched in November of that year. So all the design work is done here, local, obviously by us in-house. And then what is not produced here is the actual sock. So we have a manufacturer overseas. We don't do any packaging overseas. You know, we package them all here. We like to put individual notes in every, in your first subscription. So it just kind of gives more of a personal touch, I suppose.
We really decided we want to do one thing and do it really, really well. And as we grow and grow, if we get to a point, we would love to be able to start our own manufacturing and have our own, do it all in-house, which would be really, really cool. So that's kind of where our eye is on in the near future.
Catch Columbus at its creative best on Broad and High, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on WOSU TV.
B.B. Miller, Dance. The amount of information and empathy we carry in our bodies still humbles me. Our recognition of the complexities of touch, movement, action, and consideration are what I rely on and what I aim to share. How we expand our critical exchange about the work we make is vital to our artistic health. We need more arenas for gathering, sharing, giving back, disagreeing, and being awed by our creative strength. Columbus allows me to have a home and to be a working, seeking artist. I'm B.B. Miller. Dance is my art, and there's no place I'd rather make it.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com. columbusmakesart.com.